Hi, my name is Shane, and today is day 7 of week 36 in the Bible in a Year Live Chronological Project podcast. Today we continue to read Ezekiel chapter 24 to 27 from the New American Standard Bible. Let's dive into today's reading. Parable of the Boiling Pot, Ezekiel chapter 24. Now the word of the Lord came to me in the 9th year, in the 10th month, on the 10th of the month, saying, Son of man, write the name of the day, this very day. The king of Babylon has laid siege to Jerusalem this very day. Present a parable to the rebellious house and say to them, This is what the Lord God says. Put on the pot, put it on, and also pour water into it. Put in it the pieces of meat, every good piece, the thigh and the shoulder. Fill it with choice bones. Take the choicest of the flock, and also stack wood under the pot. Make it boil vigorously. Also boil its bones in it. Therefore, this is what the Lord God says. Woe to the bloody city, to the pot in which there is rust, and whose rust has not gone out of it. Take out of it piece after piece, without making a choice, for her blood is in her midst. She placed it on the bare rock. She did not pour it on the ground, to cover it with dust, so that it may cause wrath to come up to take vengeance. I have put her blood on the bare rock, so that it will not be covered. Therefore, this is what the Lord God says. Woe to the bloody city! I also will make the wood pile great. Heap on the wood, kindle the fire, cook the meat thoroughly, and mix in the spices, and let the bones be burned up. Then set it empty on its burning coals, so that it may be hot, and its bronze may glow, and its filthiness may be melted in it, its rust eliminated. She has wearied me with work, yet her great rust has not gone from her. Let her rust be in the fire. In your filthiness is outrageous sin, because I would have cleansed you, yet you are not clean. You will not be cleansed from your filthiness again, until I have expended my wrath on you. I, the Lord, have spoken. It is coming, and I will act. I will not overlook, I will not pity, and I will not be sorry. According to your ways and according to your deeds I will judge you, declares the Lord God. Death of Ezekiel's wife is a sign. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, I am about to take from you what is precious to your eyes with a fatal blow. But you shall not mourn, and you shall not weep, and your tears shall not come. Groan silently, do not mourn for the dead. Bind on your turban, and put your sandals on your feet, and do not cover your mustache, and do not eat the bread of other people. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and in the evening my wife died. And in the morning I did as I was commanded. And the people said to me, Will you not tell us what these things mean for us that you are doing? Then I said to them, The word of the Lord came to me, saying, Speak to the house of Israel. This is what the Lord God says, Behold, I am about to profane my sanctuary, the pride of your power, that which is precious in your eyes and the longing of your soul. And your sons and your daughters whom you have left behind will fall by the sword. And you will do just as I have done. You will not cover your mustache, and you will not eat the bread of other people. Your turbans will be on your heads, and your sandals on your feet. You will not mourn, and you will not weep, but you will rot away in your guilty deeds, and you will groan to one another. So Ezekiel will be a sign to you, according to all that he has done, you will do. When it comes, then you will know that I am the Lord God. As for you, Son of Man, will it not be on the day when I take from them their stronghold, the joy of their splendor, that which is precious in the eyes and their hearts longing, their sons and their daughters, that on that day the one who escapes will come to you with information for your ears? On that day your mouth will be opened to him who escaped, and you will speak and no longer be silenced. So you will be a sign to them, and they will know that I am the Lord. Judgment on Gentile nations. Ammon. Chapter 25. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, set your face against the sons of Ammon, and prophesy against them, and say to the sons of Ammon, hear the word of the Lord God. This is what the Lord God says. Because you said, aha, against my sanctuary when it was profaned, and against the land of Israel when it was made desolate, and against the house of Judah when they went into exile. Therefore, behold, I'm going to give you the people of the east as a possession, and they will set up their encampments among you, and make their dwellings among you. They will eat your fruit and drink your milk. I will make Rabbah a pasture for camels, and the sons of Ammon a resting place for flocks. Then you will know that I am the Lord. For this is what the Lord God says. Because you have clapped your hands and stamped your feet, and have rejoiced with all the malice in your soul against the land of Israel. Therefore, behold, I have reached out with my hand against you, and I will give you as plunder to the nations, and I will cut you off from the peoples, and eliminate you from the lands. I will exterminate you, so you will know that I am the Lord. Moab. The Lord God says this, because Moab and Seir say, behold, the house of Judah is like all the nations. Therefore, behold, I am going to deprive the flank of Moab of its cities, which are on its frontiers. The glory of the land, Beth Shemosh, Baal Meon, and Kiriathaim, and I will give it as a possession along with the sons of Ammon to the people of the east, so that the sons of Ammon will not be remembered among the nations. So I will execute judgment on Moab, and they will know that I am the Lord. Edom. The Lord God says this, because Edom has acted against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and has incurred great guilt, and avenged themselves upon them. Therefore, this is what the Lord God says. I will also reach out with my hand against Edom and eliminate human and animal life from it, and I will turn it into ruins from Timan even to Dedan. They will fall by the sword, and I will inflict my vengeance on Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Therefore, they will act in Edom in accordance with my anger and my wrath. So they will know my vengeance, declares the Lord God. Philistia. This is what the Lord God says. Because the Philistines have acted in revenge, and have taken vengeance with malice in their souls to destroy with everlasting hostility, therefore this is what the Lord God says. Behold, I am going to reach out with my hand against the Philistines and eliminate the Cherethites, and I will destroy the remnant of the seacoast. I will execute great vengeance on them with wrathful rebukes, and they will know that I am the Lord when I inflict my vengeance on them. Judgment on Tyre, chapter 26. Now in the 11th year, on the first of the month, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, because Tyre has said in regard to Jerusalem, aha, the gateway of the peoples is broken. It has opened to me. I shall be filled. Now that she is laid waste. Therefore, this is what the Lord God says. Behold, I am against you, Tyre, and I will bring up many nations against you. As the sea brings up its waves, they will destroy the walls of Tyre and tear down her towers, and I will sweep her debris away from her and make her a bare rock. She will become a dry place for the spreading of the nets in the midst of the sea. For I have spoken, declares the Lord God, and she will become plunder for the nations. Also, her daughters who are on the mainland will be killed by the sword, and they will know that I am the Lord. For the Lord God says this, Behold, I am going to bring upon Tyre from the north Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, king of kings, the horses, chariots, cavalry, and a great army. He will kill your daughters on the mainland with the sword, and he will make siege walls against you, pile up an assault ramp against you, and raise up a large shield against you. And he will direct the blow of his battering rams against your walls, and he will tear down your towers with his axes. Because of the multitude of his horses, the dust raised by them will cover you. Your walls will shake from the noise of the cavalry, wagons, and chariots, when he enters your gates as warriors enter a city that is breached. With the hoofs of his horses he will trample all your streets. He will kill your people with the sword, and your strong pillars will go down into the ground. Also, They will take your riches as spoils and plunder your merchandise, tear down your walls and destroy your delightful houses, and throw your stones, your timbers, and your debris in the water. So I will put an end to the sound of your songs, and the sound of your harps will no longer be heard. I will turn you into a bare rock. You will become a dry place for the spreading of nets. You will not be rebuilt, for I, the Lord, have spoken, declares the Lord God. The Lord God says this to Tyre. Will the coastlands not shake from the sound of your downfall when the wounded groan, when the slaughter takes place in your midst? Then all the princes of the sea will descend from their thrones, remove their robes, and strip off their colorfully woven garments. They will clothe themselves with trembling. They will sit on the ground, tremble again and again, and be appalled at you. And they will take up a song of mourning over you and say to you, how you have perished, you inhabited one, from the seas, you famous city, which was mighty on the sea. She and her inhabitants, you imposed her terror on all her inhabitants. Now the coastlands will tremble on the day of your downfall. Yes, the coastlands which are by the sea will be horrified at your passing. For this is what the Lord God says: when I make you a desolate city, like the cities which are not inhabited, when I bring up the deep over you and the great waters cover you, then I will bring you down with those who go down to the pit, to the people of old, and I will make you remain in the lower parts of the earth, like the ancient ruins, with those who go down to the pit, so that you will not be inhabited, but I will put glory in the land of the living. I will cause you sudden terrors, and you will no longer exist. Though you will be sought, you'll never be found again, declares the Lord God. Grief over Tyre, chapter 27. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, and you, son of man, take up a song of mourning over Tyre, and say to Tyre, who sits at the entrance to the sea, merchant of the peoples to many coastlands, this is what the Lord God says. Tyre, you have said, I am perfect in beauty. Your borders are in the heart of the seas. Your builders have perfected your beauty. They have made all your planks of juniper trees from Senir. They have taken a cedar from Lebanon to make a mast for you. Of oaks from Bashan they have made your rudders. With ivory they have inlaid your deck of boxwood from the coastlands of Cyprus. Your sail was of colorfully embroidered linen from Egypt, so that it became your flag. Your awning was violet and purple from the coastlands of Elisha. The inhabitants of Sidon and Arvad were your rowers. Your wise men, Tyre, were aboard. They were your sailors. The elders of Gibal and her wise men were with you repairing your leaks. All the ships of the sea and their sailors were with you in order to deal in your merchandise. Persia, Lud, and Put were in your army, your men of war. They hung up shield and helmet on you. They presented your splendor. The sons of Arvad and your army were on your walls all around, and the Gamadim were in your towers. They hung their shields on your walls all around. They perfected your beauty. Tarshish was your customer because of the abundance of all kinds of wealth. With silver, iron, tin, and lead, they paid for your merchandise. Javan, Tubal, and Meshech, they were your traders. With human lives and vessels of bronze, they paid for your merchandise. Those from Beth Torgarma gave horses, war horses, and mules for your merchandise. The sons of Dedan were your traders. Many coastlands were your market. They brought ivory tusk and ebony as your payment. Aram was your customer because of the abundance of your goods. They paid for your merchandise with emeralds, purple, colorfully woven cloth, fine linen, coral, and rubies. Judah and the land of Israel, they were your traders. With the wheat of Minnith, cakes, honey, oil, and balsam, they paid for your merchandise. Damascus was your customer because of the abundance of your goods, because of the abundance of all kinds of wealth, because of the wine of Helbon and white wool. Vedan and Javan paid for your merchandise from Uzal, wrought iron, acacia, and spice reed were among your merchandise. Dedan traded with you in saddlecloths for riding. Arabia and all the princes of Kedar, they were your customers for lambs, rams, and goats. For these they were your customers. The traders of Sheba and Ramah, they traded with you. They paid for your merchandise with the best of all balsam oils and with all kinds of precious stones and gold. Haran, Caneh, Eden, the traders of Sheba, Ashur, and Kilmad traded with you. They traded with you in choice garments, in clothes of violet and colorfully woven cloth, and in blankets of 2 colors, and tightly wound cords, which were among your merchandise. The ships of Tarshish were the carriers for your merchandise. And you were filled and were very glorious in the heart of the seas. Your rowers have brought you into great waters. The east wind has broken you in the heart of the seas. Your wealth, your wares, your merchandise, your seamen and your sailors, your repairers of leaks, your dealers in merchandise, all your men of war who are in you, with all your contingent that is in your midst, will fall into the heart of the seas on the day of your overthrow. At the sound of the cry of your sailors, the pasture lands will shake. All who handle the oar, the seamen and all the sailors of the sea, will come down from their ships. They will stand on the land. They will make their voice heard over you and cry out bitterly. They will throw dust on their heads. They will wallow in ashes. Also, they will shave themselves bald for you and put on sackcloth, and they will weep for you in bitterness of soul with bitter mourning. Moreover, in their wailing, they will take up a song of mourning for you and sing a song of mourning over you. Who is like Tyre, like her who is silent in the midst of the sea? When your merchandise went out from the seas, you satisfied many peoples. With the abundance of your wealth and your merchandise, you enriched the kings of the earth. Now that you are broken by the seas, in the depths of the waters, your merchandise and all your company have fallen in the midst of you. All the inhabitants of the coastlands are appalled at you, and their kings are horribly afraid. They have a troubled look. The merchants among the peoples hiss at you. You have become terrified, and you will cease to be forever.